Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
I'm finally here, of course, very late, and I'm super embarrassed because I'm estimating the time, and before you know, I leave later than I was supposed to. But I don't know why the African myth of being late keeps following me. But hey, I'm super positive they might be very sympathetic and decide to revise my appointment once again. Okay. Hi. How are you?
Do you want consultation first with doctor?
Sure. Can he still see me?
Yeah.
All right. So that.
Excuse me. Sorry for waiting. How can I help you?
Hi love, so for context of what's happening in the first video, that was me at Sozo. Sozo is a skincare aesthetic clinic here in Bali, and unfortunately for me that day I couldn't be able to see the doctor because the doctor that usually does work on me had gone for a leave. But a few weeks before that moment, I had seen the doctor in a lengthy appointment, and he was pretty much trying to figure out what my concern was, which was a skin tag on the tip of my nose and a bumpy scar on the top of my nose. I've had this for a very long time until I decided to let them go, if you know what I mean. But he eventually diagnosed me with hyperplasia sebaceous. Basically, what that is an overgrowth of sweat glands, which cause and which become stubborn, and they cause an overgrowth in the skin. This is my nose in question. You can see the bump. He had suggested a few treatments. He suggested Electra culta, and he had given me an acne injection, which, by the way, did not work for me. I did have to come back. Improved from when he did the treatment.
Yes.
But not entirely. As
Oh, okay, but not entirely. Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
The results are not as I had hoped for. It's still visible if
Okay.
you look. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Sorry. I will take another. This
Yeah.
one. So you asked about these two bumps and this one.
Yes.
Okay, sure. I will call the doctor Harry first, and I will ask about his opinion. It's there's improvement, but it's not gone. So maybe I will ask her. I will ask him about what's supposed to do because he's the one that know your condition before.
Sure.
Okay. Anything I can help you with?
That's all for today.
Okay, please wait for a minute. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh my god, I am so tired.
2,000 years later.
This is kimono. You can double and your red.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. To admire this cutesy girl, this little pretty girl, my friend Melissa, she gifted me this for my birthday, my sweet angel. Mel, thank you for my pretty little girl here. She's sitting so pretty. I love. Listen, I love me a little pamper session, because why does this whole experience sometimes feel like they're doing a facial? Mind you, she's just cleansing and prepping the skin, just a little cleansing. I don't even know why they do the cleansing. I mean, on the places where they're not going to do the treatment, but I digress. Anyways, I do love Sozo, and I'm not even bluffing, because when you engage in businesses where the locals are serviced more, you get the full experience, like you're not going to the overly commercialized. Last month I did a lip, pink lip. Oh. Yeah, and I also did Electra culta. So what time do they close the clinic?
X or
At 8.
yeah.
Oh, and what time you open?
10 o'clock.
What time?
10 o'clock EM. Okay, now I got anesthesia. Yeah, Miss Electra culture.
Here. All of, yeah, I think you should just put here and then here.
Here. Not
Yeah.
here, no?
No, just on the nose.
On the nose, just nose, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So while I wait for my anesthesia to finally kick in, I just wanted to say, to yap a little bit, you know. I have 30 minutes. This anesthesia actually takes 30 minutes to finally kick in so that the treatment can be done. But I wanted to express my gratitude for these people. They are extremely nice. Like, I usually come late. If you know me, you do know that I come late, but excuse and pardon my African behavior. These people have always accommodated my lateness. Like, they always pardon me, and they always actually fix me in their schedules too. I'm super thankful. Sozo, thank you so much for the hospitality, and I hope that next time that I'm here, the AC can be reduced because I'm shaking in my boots. I'm shaking in my boots also, and also I'm just doing the first area. I don't want to be going around doing a lot, like wearing a kimono, taking the clothes off, putting them back on. I'm just doing the face, so it wasn't necessary, but I do understand it could come off as a rude thing to stay in your shoes when you're on pretty much like this thing, but hey, that's not why we are here. That's not why we are here.
I will cleansing your anesthesia.
It feels like my nose is ice. It's like very strong and cold.
Sorry, alcohol.
Hold it.
Okay, the first one is in here.
Yeah.
Kukunin ko lagi sa ano,
Apa ya?
oh, yung bagian sana. Dekat din. Sorry, Dok. Excuse me.
Want to take picture first.
Sorry.
Okay, we start.
Iya. Keluar. Ada apa sih namanya, Dokter? Itu kemudian.
Let's take a look. The which one? I already do this one, and this one.
Here on the side of the nose. You see that one, the yellow one?
This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's it.
That's all.
Right.
Just finished my treatments, my skin. I don't know if they hydrated my skin after, but after being in the AC for this long, my skin is on the drier side, so I feel really dry. But thank you guys. I don't know if this situation is inclined to coming back. I hope it doesn't, because I have been on a quest to find like things to avoid this situation from coming back. I started to use salicylic acid on Monday and Friday, of which today is actually a Monday. So today was my skincare routine. And also I've been doing clay masks, centella. What those do, I think, is they sort of try to take out the oil from your pores. I'm just getting to learn these things. I've always had a skincare, even though it wasn't as complicated. I just used to wash my face with CeraVe, and then use vitamin C, and then a moisturizer, Cetaphil. And then in the night I would do the same, just wash, and then I use a retinol. But now it gets a little bit more complicated than that, because what actually is the problem is on this side of my face, mostly on the nose and on my chin, I produce more oil than the rest of my face, and that's sometimes you could see me having like whiteheads on this part of my face or on my nose, but mostly my nose. It produces more oil than the rest of the skin, so I do think that is like combination skin. I think so. I have to like be very, very disciplined and aware, so that this can be under control. It cannot be cured. It can just be kept under control. Yeah, but that's the progress for now. I'm going to show you guys in the future what will happen. I hope that when this simmers down, or when maybe after 3 days, the scarring could have gone down and will be better. I'll show you guys in the future. I love you. Bye.